Good evening, and good evening. Hey, welcome to the Upfront Mind, Body, Soul podcast. Listen, this is season 3, and let me tell you, I am just amazed about how things have been happening. So we are so glad that we are here back yet for another time of fun, laughter, education, all of those things and wrapped up into one. So again, welcome back to the Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul, where I'm your lovely host, Michelle Boulden Hammond. And tonight I have one of my phenomenal, what better way, and I didn't think about this. I have my sister friend, like we haven't met in person yet, but it's like we have met in person. But I have my confidant, my friend, a soul sister, Victoria M. Holland, with the Elevated, Not Tolerated. One of the things, and Victoria, welcome. Welcome.
It's always good to be back with you, my friend. It's always
exactly. I feel the same way. I am so looking forward to this season 3. Things going to be a little bit different, but it's still going to be something to get the messages out of that I bring out about inspiration. And one of the things that that we have in common is that we are coaches. And what's so great about this is I thought it was an opportunity to start back with, because with the seasons coming up, people be looking for things and things to do, how to get themselves mindsets right for the following year. Because if you notice, I put that there's only 2 months left in the year, almost, right?
That's right.
Only 2 months left in the year. So people be looking for coaches, and one of the things is I want to talk about, because this has been 2 years that we did the silhouettes of strategies from authentic coaches for mind, body, and soul. And Victoria was one of the people who was co-authored with me with this. I was a visionary. Dr. Mary J. Huntley was the forward author. Bernadette Bronner, Joy Brown, Kiana Brown, Dr. Jennifer Bryant, Sheila Gibson, Shauna Haley, Charlene Owamana, Linda D. Mallory was the project itself, Millie Richards, and Pastor Mike, and Victoria. Yeah. So how has it been since we did this authentic? Because, like tonight, what we're going to be talking about is being authentic and original. Okay. Because it's so important that when we're looking for coaches, because there was some hot topics in this book.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, and I thank you again for the opportunity. The vision that you had with that, and with this project was absolutely phenomenal and amazing. And it set, if it didn't set the presence and the platform for other coaches to follow in through, I don't know what they were looking at, because your topics, the direction of the book is what gravitated me to it. You asked me about it and I was like, did she? Who, me? But it is an amazing project, and I'm still telling people about it. I still offer the book because you did an amazing thing putting us together with this, Michelle. And I thank you again from the bottom of my heart for letting me be a part of that project.
No, you're so very welcome. Yeah. But, I want to go into, the signs and the strategies when you are seeking, if those individuals who are seeking to get a coach. Mm-hmm. Now, in this book, we did offer some strategies for authentic coaches. And one of the things is you do, even in your program. And one thing, reason why me and Victoria connected, and I just want to throw this out, this might be something that you might, a golden nugget, because you know what, that's what's going to be new in season 3, golden nuggets.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, season three,
Golden
we're gonna have some golden nuggets.
I like
So
that.
when you hear golden nugget and at the end of the season, if someone can come back and with this, a few of the golden nuggets that be given out, you will get something from me because you know I'm all about giving
Oh,
as well. So tonight, golden nugget is we talking about authenticity and when you're looking and searching for a coach. You know, there are just don't look at it. And for coaches, if you're not compatible with a person, just don't egg the person on to get their money
that's it.
because you're doing a disservice. It's
That's
unethical. Make sure you're in your ethical considerations.
that's it.
Um, that's the golden nugget. And those of you who are searching for coaches, beware. There are people who claim to profess to be coaches because, to be honest, there's really not a licensure holding place, but you need to look at the International Coaching Federation.
Mm,
That is the good standard, that the covering, the head of the body. Do your research. So that's a golden nugget. If you are a person looking for a coach, do your research.
that's true. That's true.
So
That is so true. That is so true. And that's the reason why, and with I don't know if I told you, but that's one of the things that in 2022 and 23 is that, one of the programs that I'm doing is that in order to prepare us for coaching, prepare us to go into that realm, you have to be authentic. You have
right,
to know why you're doing it, which is great. Why do you want to be a coach? That's one of the things that we're going to be teaching at the academy is why do you want to be a coach? Because some people don't have a clue. And so if you don't start off right, you're not going to end up right. Be like you said, there is not a true body over us. We all go through certification processes and programs. Michelle, I think Michelle and I both probably have 3 or 4 different certifications from different organizations. But at the end of the day, we know that we're ICF trained. We know that we have, well, I have a couple of others now, GSA trained. I mean, there's things out there that if you're looking for a coach, you need to take in consideration a lot of things. And one of the things that, we talk about or in the group that we're going to be doing is why you want to be a coach. Have you sat down and mapped out how you're going to get to that person? Because that's key too. We all have social media now, but I'm finding out this, Michelle, if I can't go to your website and pull some information, I'm not really too caring about the social media part. I need to know that I can tap you, and I need to know that I can see you on a different level. We have to be universal in what we do because there's so many people. If you look at the numbers that have increased for coaches in just the last 3 years alone, that number has almost tripled to what it was 6 years ago. We have to be more, how do I want to say it? Realistic, but authentic.
exactly,
You can't teach the whole world. You can't teach every
exactly.
subject. You may be good at some things. You may be good at 199 things. But if you're a true coach, you have a true function that you are truly an expertise in. And you have to find that niche. I don't like that word too much, but you have to find, I just don't. I never have. I don't know why. But you have to find what you're good at and you have to stick with it. The other thing is, Michelle, people say that we can't coach if we're hurting. I'm not going to say we can't coach that when we're hurting. I'm going to tell you that you can coach someone as long as you're not dragging them into your island of misery, right? If you are a coach, I'm a motivational coach. I'm not going to bring you to a world of sadness. I'm going to bring you a world to motivation, getting excited, being the best part of who you are.
Right,
We
right,
have to find the proper skills of what we're doing. And it doesn't come, I know there's programs out there that do 2 or 3 days. That's all wonderful. But you still have to continue your your studies. You have to continue getting knowledge. You cannot lay dormant in this business. You have to maintain your integrity and character, and that means studying to show yourself approved. You got to study. You got to study. You got to study. You know, you can't do it anymore by, oh, I got a certificate, now what am I going to do? No. If you get that certificate, tell me, what does it mean? I'm sorry. I went on there. I'm sorry. You know me. You start a topic and girl, you just light my fire. You baby, come on, light my fire.
And that's okay. And you know what? That's one of the things that we have here on Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul, because we want to give it to you upfront. We want to actually transfer your mind and for your body, because they're also, the mind, the body, and the spirit all works together. That's one of the things that I love about here, because you're going to be transparent here.
Oh yeah.
You could, you have, my guests will have total reign on what they have to say, to get their message off, because I know what you're telling is so true. And when you said it about the niche, if I'm in finances, there is no way that, if I'm a financial person, there is no way that I can be in to tell somebody with their personal growth and development. So you are absolutely correct on finding the right niche. What is your passion? Like for me, it's about, mine is more women and empowering them, new personal growth and development and inspiration. So those are my little things and areas that I had. Just, it's just fascinating to me on how this journey has taken me. And you are so correct, because when I started back out in 2007 with the International Coaching Federation, when I started back out there in 2007, they said that this era, and it's now that I'm seeing, and you would never think about that. When I think about it, I say, oh my God, these people are like, you're looking at people, these coaches. I was like, I've been doing that for years.
Right.
I've been doing that for years. It's, but you natural with it too. I'm not all that flamboyant. I'm not all about, trust me, what I texted you last night really surprised me and shocked me.
Wow. I was going, she don't even really.
I did that go, and
it doesn't
listen, listeners. I had no idea how this, because I haven't been on social media. I've been actually taking a break, because everyone knows I've been doing stuff with this music, and it has really took me in another direction. I had no idea that I had that many subscribers, over 2,000 some. I was like 2.5K. I said, what? Where did that happen at? And that goes, I haven't been paying attention, but I just so for happened saw that last night, and I was like, wow. Oh, okay. You know how some people celebrate that? Well, I celebrate it now.
Look, I was celebrating for you. Even when you sent it to me, I was like, did she not know that?
I had no idea. And I was like, wow, I had no idea. I am still in a place of humility, and I will remain in that place of humility. I might have this comment up here now: like, comment, and share. Share if you do, share if you don't. But if that one person that I touch through that one message of inspiration, that's all that is already done for me. So I am really gonna have to get into looking. I didn't even realize that. I was like, huh?
But you know what, Michelle? I'm going to encourage you not to look. You know why? Because you didn't have a clue how many people's lives that you were touching on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. And excuse me, because you are that person of humility, numbers don't matter to us.
No.
What matters to us is if we're being effective with the gifts that God has given us to give. Yeah. And if one person, like you said, follows you, or 1 million people follow you, it's not going to matter. Why? Because we truly believe in that. And I'm going to we're not God, y'all. We're not Jesus. Okay. But if we go and get one sheep, if we get one person that can say, because I watched Mind, Body, and Soul, I am now uplifted. I mean, if you can get one person to see that and they share it with 700 other people, then you have done your job.
Yeah.
You're not a person about numbers. And I know you're not, because you and I we've been chatting ever since the beginning of the pandemic. I mean, it's funny how all of us, you, Lisa, Dr. Kuntz, Sylvia, all of us connected
Yes.
at the beginning of the pandemic. We've maintained those relationships and we have truly grown, and we have never met. But people all say, well, how did you know that? I said, girl, that's my boo right there. And then let me mess with Michelle B. Hammond, because that chick right there can sing like a mockingbird. Don't play with her. And it's like we connected because of the mindset that we do have to love and care about other people.
That's it.
And that's the reason why we don't fight against each other. We don't try to compete with each other. We may miss having a conversation. Like we at one point we were talking every week, but we got busy, but we can be separated and still come back and pick up the same place while we left off like it was nothing. I truly said that in my post the other day. You and I hadn't talked in months, and it was like when you called me, I was like, oh my God, it's Michelle! Wow. And then we played tic-tac-toe, but tag for a couple of days. But it was refreshing to know that when you are truly committed to someone and when you're truly collaborating with someone, there is no competition. There is no separation. And that's what a coach is. A coach is, there is no competition or separation, even with their clients. We are there to build them up. We're there to help them develop those goals that they need, and we're there to help them. We're not trying to compete against anything. We just want to be helpers one to another. So you don't have to look at the numbers, girlfriend. I'm looking at the numbers for you. I keep you posted. I'll let you know, honey, because I celebrate you. I celebrate your music career. I celebrate, honey, I'm waiting for them spices, boo thing. I'm just telling you. I'm waiting for all of that. Because that's what we do. I celebrate your show, 3rd season. I laugh at that too. We all started our show in the same year, so it's to celebrate your growth. I got you. I can keep up with the numbers for you. You just keep doing you, girlfriend. I got you.
Well, I want to say thank you, Lisa Dove Washington. She's here watching. She's another one of our sister friends. And Lisa, me and Lisa, we've been trying to catch up too. We both been, busy, but it's busy getting things because, again, I want to give her a shout out because these two ladies here always think about other people, because Lisa will be December the 17th. We'll be having the Hidden Treasures Awards. See, nobody ever goes back into those trenches and think. We always think about those flashy names, but there is also some hidden treasures written around. And see, this is what you need to note about authenticity when you're looking at coaches and collaboration. So you got to see people like the three of us. Who choose to collaborate and uplift others. Oh, look, the light's getting bright in here. I guess that's boom boom.
You just set that energy down, girl. Send that energy on.
The energy's coming up. Okay, the energy's coming up. But it's exciting to see, and again, we celebrate each other in our endeavors and stuff. And like she said, she couldn't be there, but she was there with me in spirit, and I believe that, and I know that. I mean, it's been a journey, but Victoria, I want you to talk about your coaches of parade and your academy. That's why I wanted to bring you here too as well. Talk about the academy. Look, hint, hint. If anyone is looking for a true and authentic coach, here it is. You have it here. You have it right here tonight. Right here.
You got it here tonight. Well, Michelle, I'm officially releasing something right here with you.
Ooh,
tonight. I have been, Lisa Washington taught me this little trick about, bringing stuff to people's attention in social media. And so I kind of tapped into that. And then you started doing, I'm like, oh, wait a minute now. We give a little bit and we get a little nugget, as you say, and then we'll throw out the whole basket. So tonight on mind, body, and soul. I'm giving away a big piece of information that I have not officially said to the world. I was going to wait for my birthday, but no better place than right here with you, right? So, Elevated Not Tolerated Coaching Academy has now been I'm in collaboration with another young lady who I'm going to be bringing forth on my show. I have been collaborating with her, and now I am certified to be able to certify other coaches.
Woo!
Something that, and hats out to Dr. Tilda Whitaker Bailey. Hats off to another organization that I received my master certification through, and all of that. That's not all that. I give honor to them because I saw what they did, and it intrigued me even the more. And one thing that Dr. Tilda Whitaker Bailey said on my show a couple of weeks ago was that you always grow. You have to always grow, and you have to you pass the mantle, right? And so this has been a dream of mine for the last 2 years, if you will, because I wanted to, because like we say, everybody has a different way of doing something. Everybody has their own niche, right? And so I wanted to do something with people that are coming into the coaching industry or who want to come into the coaching industry, but they were looking for a little different type, right? And so I started doing a lot of research, and I started doing a lot of praying about it, because I never want to leave the people that helped me get to where I am. I would never be able to duplicate what Dr. Whitaker does. I would never be able to duplicate the other organization that I was with. I never will be able to duplicate that. But what I can do is elevate you into the new academy, right? And we're going to be talking about, why you want to be a coach. We're going to be talking about the if, ands, and buts about when you feel that you don't know if you want to be a coach anymore. Because it's important to know if you're really not cut out for this, it's a longevity to this thing. If you're not really, you have to do a lot of self-care for yourself. You have to do a lot of research for yourself. And one of the things that I want to encourage people that are coming into the industry is this. You have to be able to have a business mindset as well. Because through the coaching industry, if you're starting off by yourself and you're a sole proprietor, there's things that you have to learn how to manipulate and maneuver, right? And when I say manipulate, I mean like technology. There's things that you have to do with technology that we didn't have to do 20 years ago, right? So now there's some things that I want to be able to help other people learn how to do. I also have spaces for other coaches like Michelle B. Hammond and other people to come aboard and be instructors through the academy to help the students learn the types of niches that you offer and be able to show a difference in the capacities of what coaching is about. So the date has been set. I will release that date on my birthday. You will be able to sign up if you're interested in being a coach. You can sign up with Elevated Not Tolerated Coaching Academy. We are the young lady that I am working with is also ICF. She is GAS certified, ICF certified. We are collaborating, and so now I have that opportunity, and I will be giving you Michelle, I give you all the behind the scene nuggets, girl. Shh, don't tell nobody. But just because there's more I got to tell you about that. But we're starting that program, and we're super excited about what that's going to do. But we're not, someone, I mentioned it too, Sawara, does that mean you're giving up the positive self-building class? I'm not giving up anything that Victoria Elevates is a part of. I'm telling you. All I'm doing is celebrating the growth that God has given me. God said it was time to move, and to move expeditiously. And when some things happened to me in July and August, while I learned that you couldn't depend on anybody else supporting your vision and your dream but you. When that came to that realization, Michelle, it was hurtful, it was mind-boggling, it made me cry for a quite period of time. But then God said, I want you to get this out of your system. I need you to get the tears out now, because you're going to be on this journey by yourself for a minute. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is mentally, you have to separate yourself from people in order to do business. Your mindset can't be wrapped around, can someone continue to push me up? Can someone keep patting me on the back? Business is business, people. You have to learn how to pat yourself on the back. You'll have to learn to fuss at yourself and tell yourself when you're spending too much money in areas that you can't afford. You have to tell yourself when it's time to create a new t-shirt. You have to be in a mindset for that, right? And so these are some of the things that we're going to be talking about in the academy. We also have a guide that's coming out, and we were hoping that it was going to be ready for people to download tonight. But Michelle, I will tell you that you'll be able to download it probably by tomorrow, and that's the self-care guide for coaches. And this is the first piece of the puzzle for the academy. If you participate in being a part of the academy, you have to have this manual. Every person that signs up to be a potential coach will have to purchase this, because it is necessary as a coach that after you finish that coaching session, that you do some things for yourself. One of those things, and I'll give you a couple of nuggets. One of those things is document what you and that client talked about immediately after the session. Don't wait till next week. Don't wait till tomorrow. Go ahead. Have some things in place while you're getting those notes together. It's important that you understand that documenting your sessions is important. That's one key. But after you do that, what are you going to do next? Well, I don't know about you guys. Michelle's been doing this a whole heck of a lot longer than me. But Michelle, sometimes we as coaches, we get into the emotional aspects of the clients. We start feeling their pain. We start, agonizing with them, because it is an agonizing part that starts off, right? But so when you go through that mental draining yourself, we tell our clients, okay, after the session, I need you to go relax and rest and do all of this and da-da-da-da-da-da. But when you get through with talking to the client, what do? You say, oh my God, poor Jane. Jane, poor Jane. I got to think of what to do with Jane next week and da-da-da-da-da. There's a place where you as a coach, when you finish coaching, you need to tune everything out and regroup for yourself. When I came into being in ministry, I never forget, one of my pastors told me this: when you finish preaching a message, put the Bible down, put the mic down, get in a nice place of peace. Don't be talking to folks, and just relax. Well, Michelle, I found that we need to do the same thing with coaching. We have to take that moment to replenish that body. So these are some of the things that's in the book and in the guide. We talk about different aspects. And Michelle, I also mentioned a little lady named, you might know this lady, Coach Michelle Hammond, who does some things with sound and aromas and all this kind of stuff. See, I talk about you, girl. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, and this is one
Thank
thing.
you.
That is one thing that I do. I give little indicators to, here are some people that you can reach out to if you want to know more about this. Because and I didn't get your permission. How about that? Because I'm a collaborator.
Exactly.
So I believe in putting people's names out there and letting people find out about you, right? But if I put your name out there, that means that you got something that I like. Yeah. So I do mention people in the guide that people can reach out to for additional information on, other relaxation techniques. There's different things that you can do, but that's in the new manual. You'll be able to get it probably tomorrow night. The person that was fixing it for us had a little hiccup in the computer system, but those that are signing up, you will get that manual. That is what you're going to be getting as a part of your intro into the class, is your self-guide. So that's one of the things that we're doing. We have a new book that we're finishing up. Lisa Washington, get ready. I might be calling you, girl. The title of the book is It Started With Me. It is truly my story. I pull out the Band-Aids because, I'm a big, I talk about this in my classes and stuff, pulling out the Band-Aids and finding the roots of where stuff came from. So I started writing this probably, I want to say, after my other book, the other project didn't get published like I want. I'm going to put it that way, because I try to be nice now. Anywho, it started about that time. I started writing little memos to myself about certain things. And then when July rolled around, God reminded me that what had happened to me started with me. And I'm like, well, God, what do you mean it started with me? It wasn't my fault. I was trying to be nice and da 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 da. And God told me to be quiet because I had given access to other people, places, and things, and I could not be who I wanted to be for me. So it started with me. So this is truly my story. I talk about different things that happen in my life. I talk about a little bit about the domestic violence. I talk a little bit about going into ministry and what that was like. I talk about, there's one chapter that I talk about being the real Victoria Mahalia Holland. I talk about that chick. And this is from the physical to the physical to the mental parts of me that I've never shared with anybody. I talk about what it's like to come into an arena where you knew nothing and you had to start doing things on your own. So there's little things that I talk about in the book. It's very personal. Which is why I'm really being very delicate about when I want it published, how I want it published, and who I want to publish it. Because I started off wanting to publish it myself, but then I started crying as I was reading through it. And I'm like, I can't publish this myself. I got to get somebody else to do it. But that's coming, hopefully, once I get with the person that I want, that I'm going to be able to get that out before the Valentine's Day. Because it's something that I want people to be able to, people ask me a lot of times, what's behind Diva in Position in the Storm? That was my first book. What was really behind that? And in this book, I tell you the secrets even to why that was written. So this is is my true story. This is the true story of Victoria Holland. I know some of y'all ain't gonna want to buy it, don't care. But there's also a second book, Michelle, that's coming out. And if you've known me well enough, you know I use this phrase a lot. From the pulpit to the corner store.
Wow.
When a couple of months ago, God said that was the title of the book, From the Pulpit to the Corner Store. So in that book, I talk about certain things about Christianity that is to me, right? I talk about, we talk about taking it to the altar. Well, I unveil some things about what happens at the altar. I mean, and we talk about, we're bleeding. Well, who cut me to make me bleed?
Right.
Because a lot of people are dealing with church hurt, and a lot of people don't know how to express it. So when I tell you, hey, Martha, when I tell you that in that particular book, it is going to be, touchy-feely for the Christian community, and I already know that. I've already braced, gotten myself ready for that, because I know it's going to be a lot of people that are going to fight it, and that's okay. I'm not one of those people that I'm for everybody anyway. I never have been.
Right.
But from the pulpit to the corner store is going to take us from what it looks like, because a lot of times people say, I want to be in the church, but I see this and I don't understand this. So from the pulpit to the corner store is going to talk about that very thing. What happens behind the scenes? Now, Michelle, I'm giving another secret nugget just for you.
See, look, it pays to watch this show because there's always some. And look, as I said, season 3, we're coming back with a segment called Golden Nuggets. So each time, look, Lisa has been writing it down. Thank you so much, Lisa. But I also want to give a shout out to a couple of people here. Jackie Mims, good evening to you.
Hey,
Sheila Gibson. Yeah, Jackie.
Girl,
and Sheila Gibson. Actually, I just said your name, Sheila, because I hope you've been celebrating. We're talking about authenticity of coaching. So this is 2 years for us. I didn't even realize that before I booked Victoria. I didn't even realize that. So this was a perfect, great conversation tonight about that. So, and again to Martha, thank you so much for coming. Look, you've been busy, lady.
Well, I've been kind of staying to myself.
Yeah.
But by myself means I'm working.
Right.
And these are things that have been in my spirit that I wanted to do, but I didn't want to offend anybody. I didn't want to cross the lines of Christianity and the, church and state and all of that good stuff. And I didn't want to do this. But when God broke it down to me in July, I want to say it was the middle of July, God said, say, I'll cut you deeply so that you could be free.
Right. Ooh, that gave me
I cut
chills to
you
say that.
deeply so you could be
Ooh.
free. So now that I'm free, I'm just free. I'm doing some things I want to do. And I'm going to enjoy life to the fullest. I'm going to be 60 years old next Thursday. Hello.
Yes.
So with that said, it's important for me to not go backwards. You can go backwards in a certain way, but at the end of the day, you have to understand what going backwards means. It doesn't mean that you return to what you it doesn't mean that you turn back and you repeat the mistakes. If you're going to turn around and look at something and say, it blessed me to get to this point, right? And I'm glad you told me Jackie M is out there. I haven't talked to Jackie in over maybe 2 or 3 years now, but I remember a conversation that Jackie and I had. Because we share a couple of things. Her name and my sister that passed was her name was Jackie. But I remember talking about how important it was for us never to lose sight on what we truly wanted to have. And a lot of times that's what happens. Even going through being in COVID, when I got sick last year, and that's the reason why I'm still coughing, guys. Being a long haul, it can be irritating and it can be depleting in some ways. But can I be really honest with you? One of the things that having COVID did positive for me was this. It forced me to spend time with me. It forced me laying on my bed for those 45 days. It forced me to spend that quality time with me. I didn't understand all of it until this past July, what that was like, because it's been a year and some months now. But it forced me to spend time with me while I could understand me and love me.
Wow.
Truly love me, because I've been coaching all this time, Michelle, and that's what I mean, that you can still coach people and still be bleeding yourself. Because
That's true.
I was still fighting what it meant to be elevated and not tolerated.
Mm.
But I was coaching everybody else on, don't let anybody stop you from doing what you want to do. Be the best part you can be. My favorite, self-worth. The beauty and the beast. Keep doing what you got to do. But in my quiet time or in my dark time, I was fearful of not doing the same thing. So when I
Wow.
was watching I was watching Lisa Washington, I was watching, Sylvia Coons, I was watching all you phenomenal people that I have connected with and have true love for and true sistership for. When I started seeing you guys moving forward, and we all look, guys, if you're sitting out there saying that you ain't going through nothing, let me tell you, you're lying, because everybody's going through something.
Yes.
If it's nothing but biting your nails and down to the quick, you're going through something, okay? Let's just be real about it. This is why you need a good coach that can help you understand what you're going through and why you're going through it, right? That's that phase right before you get to the next phase, okay? So at the end of the day, when we start seeing some of these things in our own selves, this is how we're able to be able to pull down in the depths of our own heart and pull out some things to help somebody else, so they don't go into this deep, dark circle that we've been, that closet that we've been in. If we start looking at ourselves in a different light, we're not super women, we're not super men. What we are as human. We didn't come here with a playbook that's going to tell us play by play how we're supposed to get through this stage. Yes, we have the Bible. Don't get me wrong. But even with that, if we don't know where we fit into that, we're still left wondering who we are. It's time for us to step out and be real and be honest. Let's take this mind, body, and soul and get on the front with it with Michelle, because that's what we need to do. We have to be able to see where we're at in this season of our life. And turning 60 years old, I am excited. Somebody said, what are you going to do on your birthday? Well, I got plans for that day, but guess what? I'm going to live every day like it's the last day of my life.
Exactly. Oh,
Gibson came on the show Sunday, and she blessed our spirit with that celebration of life. Conte, I'm telling you, Sheila, I'm still writing down my list of what my non-kick the box book is. I mean, it's just we have to do that. We have to step into another place.
We have to. And Victoria, you said one good thing. All you said was good. But one thing that the nugget that I got from it, and as I've been looking at this singing career, because during the pandemic, I've been singing for life. I've been singing since I was 5, been in chorus, been in, all over the place. And I was like, one day I need to just go ahead and do a single. But then I did it. I did the single. But then I was like, there's more. God was like, there's more for you to do. So there's more. So then here comes the whole album. And I just want to share, you follow your dreams. It don't matter how old you are. I want to get that message out to somebody. If somebody, you got something there, you dusting on your shelf, you need to pull it off, dust it off, and start using, because you know what? Time is now of the essence. As they said, time is of the essence.
That's true.
I had no idea. Let me tell you, last month, I am still not. I don't know if I'm still here. I think I'm still floating.
Girl.
And out of that, when the stage for the concert at the Avalon, and I talk about this.
It's amazing.
That week before, I just learned that my great grandfather used to be the janitor in that place. And this place, if anybody would know where the Avalon Theater was, the Avalon Theater actually was a place where old movie theater, and it actually turns 100 years old this year. So I'm in this 100-year celebration. My great grandfather was a janitor there, but from the janitor, I was a star there. And when I say the star, the place got sold out. They had to move it to a big arena. So that this walk and then following and listening, you just have to keep it going. Where he gives you, do it. And that's why I try to follow every detail. And I do understand that some people get, they procrastinate. Right. But I know when he gives me something, it's a plan for it. Just always remember that there's somebody attached to whatever the assignment that it is. And you're delaying that person's assignment. So, one of the things I do want to share tonight, because it's a shift. If everyone knows that the album itself is called Mix the Shift. So I'm looking at everything in a beauty. And as you said, as we collide. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to share the video. And this will be for your birthday because you're seasoned beauty. I'm going to share the video tonight, right now, of Seasoned Beauty. So here we go.
Amazing.
My new and favorite way to pass time, for in our heart is a secret. You don't even talk about yourself. Beauty from inside. You can be beautiful, 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 into something wonderful, making us collide. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Start living, start live now. Start living now. Mind hold the contents. Beauty lies only in your eyes. For all I see is all I am, not by the beauty of your stare. You can be beautiful, 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 in the something wonderful, making us collide. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The end of something wonderful, making us collide. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The end of something wonderful, making us collide. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Start living, start living now. Start living now. You can be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The end of something wonderful, making us collide. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The end of something wonderful, making us collide. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The end of something wonderful, making us collide. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The end of something wonderful, making us collide. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You can be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The end of something wonderful, making us collide. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The end of something wonderful, making us collide.
Wow.
Oh, I love it. Girl, you know how I do with your music. Oh man, Michelle, I think that is gonna be my favorite.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing.
That is I'll tell you, this whole project has just been like, wow.
Well, I can't wait for your surprise that I have for you. You know what I'm talking about. It's forming very nicely.
Oh my goodness.
It's
yeah.
forming.
I've actually worked. So I will be sharing that more, maybe a little bit more next month. So there's a lot that's going on with the music. And Lisa, thank you so much, because I will be sharing with Lisa at the Hidden Treasure. So yeah.
Look, y'all gonna make me come up there and see what y'all doing in person.
Come on up.
I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Lisa, I'm coming. So get me some what do you call it? Those lobsters and stuff out there. Because I'm ready. I think I'm gonna have to do that. I gotta get those dates again. And I think I'm gonna have to come on up and just
I'm looking
hang out
forward
with
to that.
you.
Got a couple of things going on for the end of the year. It's real well. So God is moving. So that's what I'm saying. Take it and collide with it. Start living. Start living now. So yeah.
Amazing. I love that. I love that one though, Michelle. I think that's going to be my favorite. So you already know when you come on Uncensored Conversation, you're going to have to sing it in person though.
Okay.
Yeah, no. You got to come and do that for me.
So yeah, it's a couple things. So yeah, I'm this weekend here the Hyatt at the Sweatpants and Chill this weekend with Natasha Briscoe with her Sweatpants and Chill there this weekend too. So
awesome.
So Victoria,
yes ma'am,
tell the audience where they can find you and look you up. And hey, again, I done gave you authentic coaches. Sheila Gibson is on here tonight. Sheila, I've been trying to connect with her, and I know she's busy too as well. I've been trying to connect with her as well. It's just one of those things that it's just one of those things. But yeah, so again, tell the audience where they can find you and
Well, you can find me not all the time. You can send me messages on Facebook with Victoria M. Holland, or you can go directly to Elevated Not Tolerated Coaching and Motivational Services page and join the group. Because if you join the group, you get extra treats along the way. You never know what you're going to get. You might just get an autographed copy of something from Michelle B. Hammond. Who knows? You never can tell. But you can always find me on there. We're getting back into Instagram. We took a break from Instagram for a minute, but you can always email us at elevatednottolerated@gmail.com. But I would love it if you went to my page, my actual website, which is victoriamholland.com, and look for Victoria Elevates. And you can always catch us out there. But we're expanding some things, Michelle, and you and Lisa are going to be a part of that. I'm kind of throwing nuggets to you guys, so y'all be like, what she got for sleep? Because you girls are the favorite affair queens. You've been with me from the beginning with that. Along with Sylvia Kuntz and Dr. Gia Conway. So we're planning something extra special for 23 for the Favorites Fair Conference. And you girls know y'all got to come on back because everybody already asking about y'all. So you already know. So we got that coming up. But yeah, you can always reach us, through elevatednottolerated@gmail.com. But go over to victoriamholland.com. And go ahead and subscribe to the website because we're going to be doing some other things out there that we're not doing on social media per se. And we want you to be able to see that firsthand. But yeah. And grab your copy of this amazing book.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's amazing. Yes. Sheila Gibson, all of us was in it. We had a ball. And so
you need just to say, I think I'll end up and give them like some of the titles of what was in there. So we had the areas of relationship and financial wellness, and those was your relationship and finances matter, restoring the broken pieces. The next section we had health, fitness, and wellness coaches, becoming a healthier you, the transformation, the heartbeat of water, and health and fitness, professional development. What we talked about, some areas that you need to look at when you're addressing to find coaches. Beware of the coaching hustlers.
Yes, child.
Chapter 4, personal development rocks. Speak life in her story. And this is Victoria's overcoming to elevate. Spiritual soul wellness. We had spiritual soul wellnesses. Shifting gears with grace. God's timing is always perfect. And that's how we ended this out. So we had everything just for essential for all areas and genres of what you want looking for in coaching, because that took care of the whole 8 perspective circle.
You surely did. You didn't miss it. You didn't miss one beat in that book. And if you guys are sitting out there and you haven't ordered one and you don't have one in your possession, you better call Michelle right now and tell her to put you one in the mail. I'm just gonna say, we all as authors have a copy. We can all share. But I'm celebrating my sister tonight, because this is her 2-year anniversary with this book that she got us all together. And, that's the thing, Michelle, I find with collaboration in books and stuff. Sometimes we get so wrapped up in, I can sell it too. I can sell it too. But tonight I'm celebrating you, because I could have came out here and said, buy 10 copies from me. But I'm celebrating you tonight, Michelle. I want people to come reach out to you and find out how they can get their copy for you and celebrate your vision to putting us all together to develop this book. And so, guys, you can buy a copy from me later. Buy a copy from Michelle tonight. That's what I'm gonna say. 5 copies. Michelle, y'all know about my 5. Buy 5 copies from Michelle. Buy 5 copies. And then buy 7 copies of her new CD. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm just saying.
Thank you so much, Victoria. Again, it's been a pleasure having you here. Always. And again, you're always welcome here. But everyone, we're gonna come back with our DJ Moscato. We're gonna have her coming back. We also gonna come back, kick back with Samara's Self-Care Corner, and I might have to have her back maybe around about December because let's congratulate her beforehand. This Saturday, my co-host Samara Sunday, she will be getting married. So yes, she will be getting married. So Samara with the Self-Care's Corner, she will be coming back in season 3 as well. But Sunday she gets married. So congratulations to her and Josh. Love them both.
That's amazing.
So I'll probably get to go to New York for the Christmas time, round about that time.
I'm not gonna be mad because she got married the week before my birthday. She could have gotten married on my birthday, but I'm gonna be okay with it. I'm gonna be okay with it.
She getting married on Sunday, and
Yeah,
I can't come because I'm actually taking my test for my clinical mental health that I'll be finishing up in. There's going to be a celebration for that. I'll be finished in 2 weeks with school.
Awesome.
And I'll be ready to graduate. Walk,
Awesome.
walk. Yeah. So good things are happening.
Yes.
I'm appreciated. And to those who, thank you guys for tuning in tonight to Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul for our first show for season 3. Yay. 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 I appreciate you guys so much for the, anything that you want to do. Feel free to inbox me with a topic, or if you have a business, you're new to your business, I'm here. This is what this platform is all about, messages. So next week, I will be featuring, he was on our first season, Kane Collectives, which is a mixer type of mixer. He's going to be coming up with some recipes because it also can be used for some marinades. But Kane Collective Mixers will be here shuffling around some stuff, showing us for the holidays approaching, food. And, we have a lot of holidays that's coming up. So he will be with us, Mr. Aaron Joseph, next week. Yeah. So again, I like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Yeah. Have a great week. And you know what? I always tell people, if no one has told you that you are loved, just know that you are loved here on Upfront Mind, Body, and Soul. Yay! Until next week.